Hey, welcome back. I hope you had a great Easter. I had a lot of fun. I did. So, right now, I thought we would go spy on my daughter one more time before tax because I know she can inspire you. She's got superpowers. Okay. Here she is. She's sleeping. Shh. Be quiet. Okay, so we are going to go over a few more things, and then I'm going to get you ready for tax, and we just have a few things. So you guys hopefully will have a good day, and at the end of class, you're going to make good luck things, which Mr. Christopher will tell you about. Okay, ready? Go. Okay, so we're just talking about the kingdoms classification. Remember, there are 6 kingdoms. Alright, and so the very first one to come about was bacteria, a type of bacteria that was the very first to ever be about. It's called archaea bacteria. Remember, archaea means ancient, like archaeologist. Archaea bacteria. Boom. Alright, and they are prokaryotes, which means what? Smartest kid in class, answer now. Okay, prokaryotes means there's no nucleus. And they're usually just one cell. And these guys live in extreme places. So we call these archaeobacteria, and you find them in places where it's really, really salty or really, really hot or something like that. Okay, the next one is eubacteria. And this is the bacteria that you are familiar with, right? Also prokaryotic, which means no nucleus, right? Really simple. And also unicellular. Examples are like E. coli or salmonella or something like that. Okay, so now we've gotten 2, and now we're going to go on to the third kingdom. So what they said is like, it started with archaeobacteria and evolved to eubacteria. The main difference is they have a different type of cell wall. Remember, cell wall is what goes around the cell and protects it. And then after that, we have protists. Oops, that was broken. Protist or protista. And protists are real simple too. They're usually just one cell, except algae. So algae is the exception. And they are the very first eukaryotes, which means they have cells like you, right? Eukaryote, and they have a nucleus, okay? And they're usually found in pond water, and they're usually unicellular, like we said. Okay, alright, so now we've gotten 3 kingdoms. We have 2 more, and these 2 are the ones you're probably most familiar with, right? So we've got plant, or plantae, however you want to say it. And remember, major things about this are that they have 3 unique cell parts. And what are they? Cell wall, made of cellulose, okay, and then, there we go, and then a central vacuole, where they store lots of water, but also like nutrients can be in there as well. And what else? Alright, and chloroplast, and that is where what happens? Photosynthesis, right? Photosynthesis. Ooh, there we go. Okay, and then also eukaryotic, so cells like you, and multicellular. So many cells, not just one. Okay. Alright, so we have 2 more left. I think I I don't know what I said. Okay, so the next one is animalia, and is you. And mini cells. Oh, and we'll bust out this term for you as a review. Heterotroph, which means what? You eat other things. And yeah, we're just gonna, and obviously cells like you, so eukaryote. Okay, there we go. Alright, and then the very last kingdom is what? Smartest kid in class. Answer now. Fungi. Okay, fungi. Remember, they are what we call external heterotrophs, so they eat other things, but outside their body. They break it down. Oops. There we go. External heterotrophs, and they are what? Starts with a D. Decomposers. That's really hard. On the corner. Hold on. I'll show you. There he goes. Decomposers. Right? And they reproduce by spores. So hopefully you have all this stuff written down, and even more than what I'm telling you. But this is just a quick little overview with spores. And they also have cells like you. So everyone, all of the kingdoms, fungi, animals, plants, and protists, they all are eukaryotic. So all of those have cells like you. And these guys are the ones that are different. And notice they're both bacteria. Okay, so that's the kingdoms. Alright. The next thing we're going to talk about are food chains and food webs. And so, you should already know this stuff, but we'll do something really quick. Alright, so, let me draw one for you. Remember, all energy comes from that's right, the sun. Okay? Alright. A small portion of that energy is absorbed by, that's right, plants. Another name for plants are producers. Go to the store, you go to the produce, right? Another name for producers are what? If they make their own food, they're called autotrophs. Okay, so real quick. Okay, producers are eaten by, remember the arrow always points to the mouth, are eaten by primary consumers. So, you guys always request a grasshopper, which is really hard to draw for me. So, let me just, I know it looks like a chicken. That is definitely a grasshopper. So, there you go. Alright, so we call that a primary consumer. Alright, remember only 10% of the energy moves on. Okay, so if we had, that's a 10% rule, sorry, 10%. Okay, so say there was originally 1,000 calories there, then how much would move on? Very good, smart kid. 100. Okay, alright, from there, it gets eaten, and you guys always say, like, snake, which I'm really good at drawing, but apparently not this time. So that is called a secondary consumer. Oops, she's waking up. Okay, and that would only 10% moves on, so that would be 10 calories that one would end up with. And then that gets eaten by